Good morning, everyone. Ads from Unity Trading Group. Welcome to your Friday morning update. And what an update and what a night it has been. For those who joined us last night, so Thursday night, 7:30 p.m, we do our live session for the week. And I really had a look at the fact that we really need to wait for confirmation for this level of supply to be respected, and you know, straight into the BTC analysis this morning. We were rejected here on the 28th of September. We did move down, create this trend line on the way down here, and we did break it last night and retest this level here at at 10,900, which proved to be too strong, and the volume wasn't there in the way of, oops, wrong one, that's Gravy Train Secret Squirrel. But if I bring up I don't know where the volume's gone. I'll put the volume on. UTG volume. Yeah, so we were descending in the way of volume, and we all know volume precedes price. So we did get that very sharp burst into the market last night to give us that movement, or in either direction. It would have exploded up or down, and in this instance, the supply held and it was down. So right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at a lower low to start with. We're looking at steamroller turning to the downside, as well as the other indicators also. And I'm looking at this level to be held. Right now, we're back at this liquidity level as in the white line. You can see 10,576-ish, and we've got some liquidity here being respected all the way across this market. So we can see if this is going to be respected or not. More than likely, however, this trend will continue. So we have been speaking a little bit about this macro trend, all right, the trend on the higher time frames, where we've got higher high, lower high, lower high, and now again another lower high to continue us down towards that 10,000 mark again. So as opposed to that, nothing else to really talk about in terms of BTC, in the way of we are looking for this move to continue down towards our 10,300 demand level and retest this area. More than likely, if we do get back down to this area here, it's not going to hold. We have eaten this liquidity out or away already now. We have eroded this level away, and if we do come down and test this level here, more than likely it's not going to hold a second time. We are at this very given time, at this very point in time, we aren't holding this level at 10,556 or 10,550 pretty much. It'll be the 50 Fibonacci retracement also. More than likely, it's just going to hang around here for a little while today before it starts to break in either direction. More than likely towards the downside as we come down and break this liquidity area, and then more so moving down to that 10,300 or 10,330-ish level of demand. So that's what I'm looking at for BTC. Not surprising though, in the way of this supply. We did mention yesterday, or I did mention yesterday, that it's going to be held or not. Excuse me. But in the way of, we need to wait for some confirmation before moving in either direction. And yes, this direction for BTC has been helped by the breaking news overnight about BitMEX and its CEO. So if you haven't looked at that, CoinDesk, and you'll see the news that's broken, and more than likely it was aided in that dump, in that move down. I'm not saying it was completely the case, because we did have viable TA that told us we were going to move down, but in any case, it was aided by that. Moving on quickly to Etheusd, and Etheusd, very nice price action, and that's why I say that the market was aided in moving down, but it wasn't the complete cause, because you've got these levels of TA being respected to the dollar here, and especially on Ethereum, that's the case. So for ETH, I'd be looking at it to move down to 344. The price action is a little bit nicer here, so we can identify these zones a little better. And more than likely, BTC will follow ETH, and ETH will follow BTC. They work usually, or they move usually in the same direction at the same time. So 344 would be where I'd be putting Ethereum for the midterm, and I'd be looking for BTC to really test that level of demand also. And the last one I'll have a quick look at is the DXY. So DXY is regulated market. These are just ideas and opinions of us at UTG. The DXY was respecting this level of demand overnight, and it has very, very nicely, but a little bit of indecision in this market. A little bit of indecision where we have moved down and then moved back up and closed above this level, and we are retesting the top of the zone at the moment at this 50 liquidity area, which moves along the left-hand side quite nicely at 93.75. I'll be looking for this 50 to be held and move down through this level of supply demand, because we have eaten away this level now with that wick. So there is it is significantly weaker than when we arrived here and got this reaction. So it'll be an interesting one to see this break. And if it does break, we'd be moving all the way back down to 92.93, where we've got nothing in between here. Just for the short term, for the immediate term, we've got nothing in between this level at the 61 and the 50, and this level of demand, and this level down here at this 88.6, and this level of demand also. So one to look out for over the course of this evening. I hope everyone has a great day. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, it helps us out a lot. Thank you for all who have subscribed now. Jump on unitytradinggroup.com to join the Discord, and we'll see you all in there over the weekend, and we'll see you Monday morning. Thanks everyone.